I've got so many fireworks, I had to buy an entire shipping container just to store them.
I hope this works. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
All right, guys, let's take a look. Here we go. This is my new setup for storing fireworks. I'd always just store them in an outdoor garage, which is like, you know, I don't know, somewhat safe, I guess, but it's always just kind of a paranoid thought in the back of your head. And I finally bit the bullet, bought a shipping container, and so glad I did. I'm gonna give you guys the rundown of everything in my stash. Unfortunately, we are currently under a they actually issued a county-wide state of emergency for an extreme drought. We haven't had rain in so long, and when we do get some, it's just not enough. And it actually rained last night and this morning, but as you can see, it's still just super dry. Everything's still alive a little bit, but it's all starting to die, and it's just probably not a good idea to shoot anything unless we get like a few inches of rain. Plus, we're under a burn ban, so you can't anyways. But I'm hoping, like, I know you guys always get a firework video from me, and, you know, this year it just might not happen, unfortunately. But I do have a plan. I made a 10-year compilation of all the fireworks and fireworks-related things that I've done on my channels over the last decade, and I edited it into one video. It's a 3-hour video that will premiere on July 4th at, let's say, 5 p.m. If you don't have anything to do, and you want to hang out with me in the chat and watch that, it's going to premiere like a live stream. I would much appreciate you doing that. It's going to be fun. If I can shoot stuff, I'm going to make some videos. I was really motivated to make firework content this year, and then we just had a terrible drought. So anyways, let's get right into it. Rack number one. If you're wondering how I got this, I had a buddy that worked at a grocery store, and they were throwing it out, and he was like, "Do you want this before I throw it away?" And I was like, "Yes." It's a really nice, handy cart on wheels. But anyways, so here we go. We've got some, these are like the cheesy snaps. They're in the like red paper tubes. They look cool, but they're not very good. I give them to my kids. They're fine. There's some adult snappers now. That's going to be one of my videos, is about snappers, I think. It sounds ridiculous, but like parents need to know that there's stuff that looks like this out there that can actually be pretty dangerous for your kids. So, but anyways, yeah, we've got that. We got the old classic Morning Glories. We've got the Black Cat 50 rolls, or 50 strips. The rolls of 500, the Black Cat bottle rockets. I need to get some more Silver Fox. They're super expensive. Those are my favorite bottle rockets, though. The Jumpin' Jacks. We got some Saturn missile batteries. I think these are the 234. Yeah, 234 shots. If you want to see a real fun video, just look on my channel, or it'll be in the live stream on July 4th at 5 p.m. I did a 18,000, so I think it was like 5 cases. 5 cases of this? Somebody do the math. I don't know. Did 5 cases of these at the same time. It was pretty incredible. Over here is the smoke grenade section. So we have your Supreme Fireworks white smoke tubes. These are really nice. The duration on these is probably like a minute each. Pretty good for, you know, the smoke balls that we all grew up with as kids. Really, if you try to have fun with one of those as an adult, it's just not... You just can't. It's just, they're terrible. They last like 10 seconds. They barely put out any smoke. These are really good, though. Look for something like these. The smoke tubes, brands like Supreme Fireworks are nice. And then these are also Supreme. These are 5-minute smokes. They're not quite 5 minutes. I actually, I've timed these before. They're usually more around 4 minutes, but it's still 4 minutes of continuous smoke. They're pretty great. And then these are really cool. These are really cool, actually. When I found out these were a thing, I was like, oh my god. They didn't have these when I was a kid. At least I never saw them. So this is actually a smoke grenade with a pull string. So you get to feel like you're in a movie or something. You pull that string, and it activates the smoke bomb. It's just super, super cool. So, yeah, I really like those. But usually tents try to sell those for like $5 a piece, and I don't think they're that cool. These are some of my favorites. Speaking of favorites, I'm thinking about doing a favorites video of like showing some of my favorite stuff that I like to buy on like the novelty side. Let me know if you guys want to see that. These are called buzz bangs. They're like the helicopters that go up in the air, or like the planes. They have what they're called, like bomber planes and stuff like that. These are really cool though. They do like a little bit of a red and a green on the way up, nothing too crazy. And then they have a nice report to them. Probably one of the best like legal salute things that you can buy in the tent. So I have lots of those. These are really fun. These are actually different. So they used to have these. I had always been seeing these. They're called like Kryptonite or Jumbo Crackle Balls or whatever. They have lots of different names. I even remember there was one called Pyro Viagra. I think these are the Kryptonite because you can see they were green. And those are some of my leftover ones. But these are really, really cool. If you remember the Crackle Balls that everybody had as kids, they're the same thing. They're just a lot bigger and a lot more fun. The ones I got in this year are even bigger, but they're a lot lighter weight. Like one of these, even though it's twice as big, they have about the same amount of pyro composite in them, I believe. They feel about the same. I should do like a weight test on those and see, but they're still good. They're nice. But these smaller ones, if you see these, they're good too. If they have a good weight to them, pick them up. They're nice. We got Fountain Dew. Need to make a video of that, see what she looks like. I just saw that at a tent and I had to buy it because it's hilarious. And then we got a pony over here. I think I got that for a video too. We got some rockets up here. These are some really nice 12-inch missiles. I like these guys a lot. You put a little salute in the tip and they can be a lot of fun. Don't try that at home though. Over here, we've got Devious Delight Out on a Limb. This is one of my, if I remember correctly, this is one of my favorites. 500 gram cakes. I've only got one of those left. I don't think I could get more this year. Some Catacorn. A lot of this stuff is going to be 500 gram cakes. Down here, we've got some Sunwing Invasion Begins. I believe these are all, maybe not all, there's two different ones here. I believe these are mines. Yeah, so these are just standard 5-inch canister shells. And then these are the ones that have a mine effect. So when they shoot out of the tube, they shoot a bunch of sparks out of the tube as a nice ground mine effect. And then obviously it's a regular artillery shell once it gets to the sky and goes off. Over here, we just have a very big assortment of 500 gram cakes. Black Eye, Lovesick. That Buck U is popular with the hillbillies around where I live. And it's also a really solid cake. Most of the stuff that I get is the No Name brand, which is a pretty good brand of fireworks. I mean, in my opinion, there's so many different brands, and there's a lot of brands that you don't see in some states that you see all over the place in other states. So let me know what you guys think about No Name, if you've ever shot any of that. These, oh no, these are No Name too. I've got some from a new company that I haven't shot off yet. I'll find them here in a second. Look at that, Fake News Alert, Orange and Grapes. I haven't shot one of these radioactives yet. The packaging is awesome. I'm hoping the firework is half as good as the packaging is. Down here, we've got some 200 gram cakes. And if you know anything about cakes and you've bought enough, you'll quickly realize that some of these 200 gram cakes, like this one right here, I think my cost, keep in mind I have a wholesale account, my cost is like $1 or I think it's less than $2 a piece on these little 200 gram cakes. And they've got quite a bit of weight to them. In fact, these are like super cheap 500 gram cakes. And these right here will outperform these. And even some of these more premium ones. And then you put, 4 of these on a board and light them off at the same time. And you got 800 grams going off instead of one of these. And it only costs you, $10 to do that. It's kind of crazy. So 200 gram cakes, I highly recommend checking out. Buy a couple every year if you see a good price on one, or you see one that looks special. Like some of these have some like nice willow effects and stuff like that. Try them out. And sometimes you'll be surprised. They'll be better than the ones that you're going to spend $30, $40, $50, $60 for at the tent. So I highly recommend that. Jamaican Thunder's a really good one, if I remember correctly. Ow! Let's see here. Parachute Battalion. This one's really fun. It shoots... You guys have all seen the parachutes, right? The single shot parachutes. This shoots 11 parachutes. So it's like a cake for parachutes, which is really, really cool. We got some more 5-inch canister shells. Color changing chameleon is what those are called. Some more of that Sunwing I was telling you guys about. Some more Sunwing brand. These are American Force shells. I don't think I've ever had these shells before. Have not tried those yet. We've got some No Name Blazing Bengal. Man, it is like the coolest day it's been in a while. It's probably only 75 degrees as I record this. It's 8 a.m. But like, I don't know if you can see that. My arm's already starting to sweat. It's just, it gets so stagnant and hot in the shipping container. Especially when it's like 100 degrees outside. Jesus. Anyways, we got Blazing Bengal. These are new this year as well. 5-inch canister shells. I have not shot them yet. You can see some of the shells there. Over here we got some more 500-gram cakes. Red White Kaboom by Supreme. It's a very good one. If you see that in the tent, I recommend picking it up. Chicken Farm Fresh is one of my favorite cakes. It's really, really good. It shoots a bunch of like little whizzy noise-making things. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but it's really nice. If you watch my fireworks videos every year, you've seen some of those go off. Same with the Red White Kaboom. Coliseum, also, if I remember correctly, is a really nice one. Neon Road. Hysteria. Hysteria is a really nice one. Come and Get It. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good one. Loud and Proud is solid. Howl at the Moon. Down there we've got some... What are the? I think those are the neon 5-inch canister shells. And then over here we're getting into some new stuff. So this is that brand I was saying that is new this year that I haven't been able to shoot off one yet because we're under a drought. We're under a burn ban. But Forward Fireworks. Let me know if any of you guys have ever shot these. This is a zipper cake. Looks like 36 shots. No, it's just a regular cake. So excited for that one. This is the same brand. This is Forward Fireworks USA style. So I think this, I love these that are like all American flag USA style, made in China. I don't know, kind of ironic, right? And then we've got Crouching Tiger Hidden Rocket. This is a really good zipper cake by No Name Fireworks. I love using a zipper cake or two during the finale when you've got big shells going off. They pair really nicely with a good zipper cake. Down here is some more of those giant lull snappers that you guys saw over there at the start of the video. And then we've got some OG Thunder Snaps in here. So these guys are the adult snappers. If you see these, they are amazing. As you can see, there's a big knot for children. That's not a joke. When I first saw these at a tent and they were like I think they were like $3 a box or something like that. I was like, for snappers? You're insane. And he's like, try one. And he handed me one and let me go throw it outside of the tent. And I was shocked. It's like if you take a Black Cat firework off of the firework string and light it individually, it's that. It's literally just a fuseless firecracker, like it says. It's not a snapper that you need to give to kids. So the problem with that is, look here. This is the new cases I got this year. Same product, same brand, No Name Fireworks, Thunder Snaps. They don't have that giant knot for children on the side. So, yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to make my own video about those to show you guys what I'm talking about. I think it's important information. I have kids and I want them to be safe, and I'm sure you guys are the same if you have children. So, restricted area. This is a really cool packaging one. I'm a sucker for like anything nuclear and stuff, I think is what it is basically. But this is another one from Forward Fireworks. Excited to do that. If you guys are interested in like individual cake demos, you know, maybe I pick out like 10 cakes or 5 cakes or something like that and make a video and show each one and how they work, you know, prior to the 4th of July every year to help you guys maybe pick out some cakes when you go shopping with your family. Let me know. That's the kind of stuff I'm interested in making. So if you guys are interested, I'll do it. This is another zipper cake from No Name, the Big Kahuna. Have not seen that one yet. I've done a Crouching Tiger Hidden Rocket before. I know they're great. I have not done a Big Kahuna yet. Color Wave is another one of those new ones. I love the fan-shaped cakes. They're always a nice little, just that simple effect of like left, right, and middle shots are really, really nice. But that's another one from Forward Fireworks that I have not shot yet that I am excited to. These down here, what are these? What are these? Oh, these are Valhalla. Those are pretty good. 5-inch canister shells. That's another neon. There you can see the front of those neon. I could do the same kind of video if you guys wanted to see a demo of like a couple of each of all these brands of canister shells. That way you guys can pick out some good ones. Let me know. Now these down here, I'm probably going to reserve these for my finale racks. These are Lion's Mane. There's another good brand I can't think of the name of right now. I think it's a Sunwing. It's a Sunwing brand, but I can't remember the name of the box. But anyways, this is No Name's version. Basically, they're Lion's Mane, but if you read the effects, they're all willows. So they're different willows, you know, with different color strobes. And you know, other effects mixed in, but at the end of the day, they're all willow effects. And willows are the ones that break open and then they slowly fall down like glitter, and you just see the effect for a lot longer. They come out like a weeping willow tree, right? Those are my favorite firework shells, or my favorite firework effect, I guess you would say. Also my mother's favorite, my wife's favorite. My family, we really, really like these. So I usually like reserve those for my finale racks because they're just super pretty. So if you're looking for willow effects, if you're a fan of those like I am, Lion's Mane by No Name is a good one. Like I said, there's another one by Sunwing, but I can't think of the name right now. There's my reserve stash of Buzz Bangs. Like I told you, I'm a big fan. That's 3 cases of Buzz Bangs. And here's more of those adult snappers in the new packaging. Like I said, I'm probably going to do another video about that. And our final thing to talk about here is Roman candles. And I know you might think, come on, man. Roman candles, when I was a kid, they were so boring. I've never bought them since. You need to reevaluate that. Handful of Bling by No Name Fireworks. These basically have effects like canister shells. They're a little bit smaller, but each one of these candles, so let's remember the maximum legal load that can be in a firework, in a consumer grade firework, is 500 grams of pyrotechnic composition. 500 grams, right? All this stuff is 500 grams. These Roman candles are 200 grams each, meaning right here in my hand, 4 Roman candles, I'm holding 800 grams of pyrotechnic composition. Pretty crazy, right? So if you were to, you know, just peel off the top plastic here, leave them in a bundle, and hit all 4 of those fuses at the same time, you've got more than what you've got in a cake. So if you can find a good price on these, definitely pick them up. And then these are new this year. I'm going to do a dedicated video just for these. These are, you guys heard me talk about the Buzz Bangs. So these guys down here, a report is basically, or whenever I say a salute, what I'm talking about, sorry. When I say a salute, what I'm talking about is M80s, cherry bombs, half sticks, all that stuff back in the day that you could buy, and now legally you cannot. Buzz Bangs are a very close alternative. They're not quite as big and loud and powerful, but they're pretty close. They're pretty good stuff. It's about the loudest, biggest bang you can buy legally in a tent right now. Buzz Bangs are great. They fly up in the air, they blow up, right? Cool stuff. That's why I get so much. These are basically the equivalent in Roman candle form. So it's called Whiz Bang Boom by No Name Fireworks. And I think it's just like a red star as it goes up. You know, like looks like a traditional Roman candle, but then there's a report. And it's a pretty loud report. One of the things, as soon as you get out of consumer grade, that people like to put in shows a lot is salutes, salute shells, salute cakes, stuff like that you can't really get at the consumer level. But these are pretty close, and these are, again, a 200-gram candle. It's a 500-gram cake that you can spend $80, $90, $100 for at some tents, right? This is a 200-gram candle that will be better than some of the cakes that you will buy. It's only 5 shots, but, you know, you get a bundle of 4 of these, and you light them off at the same time. You've got a 20-shot cake, essentially, right? For a fraction of the price of what you would spend on an actual cake. So anyways, guys, that is the stash. Oh, and then if you guys want to see my racks, I've got some like personal storage stuff for my eBay business in here that's just taking up room, unfortunately. But you can see all these racks. These are all my shell racks for whenever I put on my shows. This right here is I built this Roman candle rack. So you just line up your 200-gram candles in there and then run a fuse all the way down. And you guys saw it in last year's show. If you watched last year's show, I think I built it for that year first. Maybe the year before. I don't know. Anyways, but it's always fun to build something like this. Quick, simple, easy. Throw some Roman candles in there. And like I said, when they're 200-gram candles, it's quite a bit of a show, actually. So, but there you go, guys. I wanted to show you the stash. I know some of you guys were probably worried that I wasn't like making firework content anymore. That's not the case. This is what's going on in Hova's firework world. And yeah, again, I'm a little bummed this year because this weekend, as I'm recording it, this weekend is the weekend before the 4th of July. It's weird because the 4th of July is right in the middle of the week this year. And then, so, you know, already ruled out this weekend because of the drought status, the burn ban. And next weekend, I'm not holding my breath. I'm hoping it's going to rain and I'm going to be able to do some, but I just don't know. And I had all kinds of firework video ideas that I wanted to shoot for you guys this year. I was going to try to do 4 or 5 videos, something like that. And I might not be able to do any of it. But again, July 4th, 5 p.m. Central Time on my channel, a 3-hour live stream of all of my previous firework videos and firework adjacent content. You know, I basically picked out anything on my channel that was cool for a 4th of July sit down, right? So grab a drink, sit in the chat with me, and watch the good times. It's going to be fun. And I love you guys. I can film that snapper video at least, I guess. Maybe you guys will see that this year. So if nothing else, you guys will see the live stream on the 4th. I'm going to try to make some more content for you guys. It might come well after the 4th. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, live stream, 5 p.m. July 4th. Make sure you guys are watching with me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be all my previous shows and stuff that was not shows, you know, just anything that was related to this kind of stuff, if that makes sense. So love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.